Okay, so come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down, and it's the Friday grid that we've got today. But we got a new Italian Puglia in. It's 2023. It's from Notte Rossa, and it's a bio. It's got a bio designation here, so BIO for like a bio, but it's here in Europe with bio. And that means it was like raised organically, it was grown organically. The vineyard obviously is operating in an organic fashion. But on the nose, it's a very, very sweet. You've got cassis here, and you've got that, maybe that gala apple happening in it. But there's a lot of pepper too, but it's kind of flowing back and forth. And I don't want to say that you're going to give it anything rich like a vanilla or a tobacco, but it's being held together with something there. And it's classified as a Trocken in Germany, but it's considered a dry red. It's got good legs on it. It maybe needs a little bit more age. I'm not sure, but I think my mother jinxed me. She came here to spend a couple weeks around Thanksgiving, and she was laughing or something, saying that I always get lucky with the good wines. I never have anything bad to say about any of them, but, well, I've had a couple of bad days with wine. But this one, not a bad wine. I'm just thinking it might need a little bit more time in the barrel. But you get a chance to try it. Give it a shot. Let me know what your thoughts are. It just has a kind of a lingering aftertaste. Probably a little bit heavier on the tannins than I could appreciate with this taste or this aroma profile. But fruity, floral. This might be one of those bottles that you get used to after like a couple of bottles of it. That could be it 12. Which I'm going to do because I have a couple bottles of it. I'll give a full report tomorrow if I've gotten used to it again. So pulling up our grid here, we've got, I got a Friday grid by Willa Angel Chen Miller. I feel like we might be missing a comma here somewhere. And Matthew Stock, edited by Joel Faliano. So we got there's a Willa Angel Chen Miller, and if that's the case, and it's not Chen Miller and Willa Angel, and the reason I think that may be the case is because I've seen their names in grid construction before, so kind of pay attention to that. And so I'm thinking we got 3. So we got something to look forward to here. Let's see what we got. Got me a little nervous all of a sudden, like, oh, should I? Maybe I should have called in sick today. So, never mind. I don't know what that could be just yet. U.S. state capital with the highest altitude. Got to be anything. I mean, who knows? Question that can't possibly be answered. No. Bond theme song that won an Academy Award in 2022. Well, we could just do the math, right? Those of us who are fans would be able to tell you right now what movie that was. All came to a screeching halt, didn't it? Water bottle confiscator for short. TSA. You should see what they do to me when I go through the line. Unbelievable. Unchanged. Huh. Makes into a soft fabric as wool. Mystic associated with the Dead Sea Scrolls. See, this is the thing that I'm always looking forward to. Give me something that I know, right? Like I know they're going to take my water bottles away at the TSA. I know that the song 2022, No Time to Die, and I know this is an S scene. So excellent. So it gives me something to work for. What I'm working with here, and what I'm seeing that would work here would be Santa Fe. And because, 7,200 feet isn't very high when you're considering of other states which much higher. But if it's a state capital, I was trying to work out in my head, am I wrong about Boulder? Is there another state capital? I'm thinking surely there's a higher one somewhere around the Rockies, but it just, who knows? So never mind, could be, scratch that. Now let's see if our downs work with it. We can get going. Let's see. Triple X in away. And I guess those could be crosses, just what they look like. And I guess this would be felting or felts. Clothing fastener. I don't know why I'm going down this rabbit hole. Let's get back up here and try to do it in order. No, Christopher. Protein source in a hearty meal. If I see hearty meal, I'm already thinking it's going to be stew. So I'm assuming they be stew meat. And now I have to go down this rabbit hole to make sure that I'm not going astray here. So if a script directive, I'm thinking probably exit. Certain lifelike sculpture, I guess. So, probably a wax, whatever that's going to be. And gather together could be to compile, but I really do want to kind of get up and get back to order. Okay, part of a children's book. Okay, part of a piece of a children's book. Perhaps something, maybe it's probably be a flap then. Now, going back up here to finish. Unchanged could be as is, very nice, and goes for retail's beautiful. Question that can't possibly be answered, no. I don't know. What, that's going to be good, though, I bet. Ghanaian author, this would be a Yi, Que Arma. Napoleon's is found at Paris's Hôtel des Invalides. That would be his tomb. Shotzi and I saw that back in March of 2020, right before COVID hit. Merely, but... Put on deck, maybe queue up. Light lager variety, casually. Very popular here in Bavaria. They love pills for some reason. I just don't drink beer, I don't know. Polite gesture of acknowledgement. Oh, sure. How about a tip of the hat? Very nice. Mohawk culture would be punk. I was very much part of that culture. Something indicated with the index finger and middle fingers. Yes, of course, 2. But not here in Germany. No, no, no. 2 is that. That's 3. This is not 2, right? So I guess that question that can't possibly be answered no is, are you awake? I don't know. I could be pretty out of it and answer that I'm not awake. Yeah, I don't know. Now I guess could be akin. Begin a hole. Okay. I mean, the only thing I can think of right now is this must be time to tee up. We're going to tee up here. And speaking of the hat tip, I just replied to a comment from, it's either Picklet 20 or 12, or Pikelet 20, but she wanted to know if my beret collection was responsible for holding all the words in, and I just wanted to say to everybody, there's a few words I know, like maybe Essene, right? Maybe I know No Time to Die, but maybe I know who Ayi was, as far as, Ghanaian writers is concerned. But most of the time, I know enough about something that if I get a couple of letters in it, then all of a sudden I know the word, right? So yeah, no, I'm not special at all. I promise you. I'm just a normal person. Chemistry Research Centers, and this has got a question mark, therefore it's supposed to be a bit of maybe a crossword dad joke. So I'm going to go with a nuclei. Very clever, very nice. One whose hard work is showing. Ooh, okay. Hospital care providers, got one of those in my life. So I'm thinking we're talking about realtors, and I don't know where I'm getting equals and all this other stuff. So one whose hard work is showing, realtor, and I have 2 of those in my life as well. Solid, glass, liquid, very nice. Skeptics, retort. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is great. Oh, that's wonderful. Skeptics, retort. Name one, right? You know that person, right? You just had dinner with him yesterday for Thanksgiving. It's your Uncle Jack or whatever, right? That's that guy. And, name one, kind of a thing, right? It's like you need to get him a t-shirt that says, I am old and I know stuff, right? You know, and then just leave them alone, right? Offender product could be an imp. Lying face up is supine. Anti-apartheid activist Alan World capital, that's roughly the same latitude as Montevideo, and I don't know with that C. Let's see what we got here. Number of U.S. states starting with B, and that would be a big fat none. Now, I am a bit of a geography nerd, so that's true on that. I do love geography. Ghastly. Let's see. Do we have an M here? Cogsworth's compatriot in Beauty and the Beast? Yes, and that would be Lumiere. Lumiere. And this must be a wax figure. Very nice. Okay, worked out. All in the clever realm. Very cool. Bump in the road could be a snag. And this tells me that ghastly is exactly as I figured. It is macabre. Macabre. I had a French teacher a long time ago that would always really put the emphasis on that, so I'm always making fun of that, right? Macabre. It's macabre. It's fun. Macabre. Macabre is what they would do. It just drove me crazy. Okay, I put bonus at a none. Come on. Anyway, so world capital, roughly the same height, and I think what we've got here is Canberra. Very nice. Okay, like most practitioners of Druidism, and I guess Arab would be the answer here. Branded coffee pot, I guess these are K-cups. They might be down for a ski trip, and perhaps we're talking about parkas, because, you know, those are usually cold trips. Big name in water filters, Brita. See a lot of them here in Germany, too. It's not just a States thing. Warhead. Warhead. So I need a word maybe that comes before war or something. Somebody texting me? Yeah, no, it was my Fitbit telling me I got my steps in. Huh. So I don't know yet. Sauteed in simmered Japanese dish. I have no idea. Not yet. Maybe soon. Made harmonious. Maybe attuned. Bit of wit. Simply divine. So I think, and let's see, warhead is going to be anti. So I think anti goes here. Simply divine, probably going to be saintly. I'm just wondering if I've misspelled anything else along the way. I don't want to get hung up at the end, that's for sure. And I do think we have attuned here. And a bit of wit could be pun, but when I don't think of, is this Kinpira, maybe? Illustrative example. Probably, we've got enough letters for it. Let's just try a case in point. And yeah, I do feel pretty good about Kinpira, but I can't remember how to spell that last part of it. Kinpira. I think it's an A. Chalcocyanite, for example, and I think that's just an ore. I don't think there's anything else in it. No, I'm not aware of what it is, except that I'm kind of aware, but not really. I wouldn't know how to spell it or anything. I mean, I'm not even quite sure I'm pronouncing it correctly, but got it. Go a few rounds could be to spar. One's receiving free room and board for short, and I don't know where we're going to go with that. I mean, it could be GIs. Oh, gosh, it could be RAs, really. It could be resident advisors, like in a dorm. Who knows? I've got a peer review here, maybe. And Sully's could be TARS. Hit podcast beginning in 2014, and Shotzi loves cereal. I can't say that I have a problem with it. It's been fun. Facing big trouble, so maybe over a barrel. And we got the A already, so over a barrel. And passed in the flash could be ran by. Stray could be to air. Geographical features, sometimes named for a color, and I'm thinking we're looking for a C. We do have a lot of different colored named C's, don't we? Half of a noted arcade pair. Are we talking about Dave and Buster's here? Like I think of with an AV and two blank on either end of that, right? So gather some intel, maybe do a recon. reconnoiter. Coin with cherry blossoms on its front. I think we've got something about the yen here. And let's see, hassock by another name. This is clever and cool. About an ottoman. Coastal waterway, it could be a ria. And pay. Let's see, fill up could be to sate. So burn unit. Guess we're talking about a calorie. And let's see here, the blank of the starfish, sequel to Wrinkle in Time. That's the arm of the starfish. So I guess pay could be a salary. And oh, I didn't know we were done yet. I thought I had stuff to do in the northeast corner. Oh, well, I gotta tell you, Willa Angel Chen Miller and Matthew Stock. This was a very well done Friday grid. A few things really stood out to me though. I thought they were really, really, really cool. I loved your longer answers, right? I loved the wax figure, right? I loved the No Time to Die. I thought that they were just really well done, right? And stuff that you wouldn't. It kind of threw me off looking at Santa Fe instead of Butte or Helena or something along those lines. So. Yeah, well done. Great grid. Absolutely loved it. Going to go ahead and toss you on out of here. We'll bring down our Beignet d'adieu. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's liking and subscribing, hanging out with us, solving with us. My name is Christopher. I'm delighted that you're here with me and the rest of the group, just going through and solving and making each other smarter. And that just makes the world a better place all the way around. So thank you for all of that. It means the world to me every time I hear from you, every time you like, and every time I bring a new member on. It's just fabulous. It makes the team stronger. So until I see you tomorrow for the Saturday grids, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Au revoir. Be good to yourselves. Be great to your neighbors. And be phenomenal to the person behind you in the queue. We'll see you tomorrow. Be well.